Chlöe Swarbrick. Can you hear? Chloe, can you hear me?
I can. Is that you, John Campbell?
Yes, it is. It's lovely to talk to you. I'm so sorry to interrupt Jane and Mihi, but Chloe, we're delighted to have you with us. You are number 7 on the Green Party list at the moment, and I think the specials will make this even more secure. You're going to Parliament.
I am. It's pretty surreal.
Yes, I can imagine you must be having a kind of bittersweet night, right? Because I know that there are some great people that you admire and feel very close to below you on the list who you would love to have joining you in Parliament.
Absolutely, John. That's 100% correct. And I'm hoping that what we see from the special votes is, you know, we've got, from what I've heard, about 200,000 that are yet to be calculated from the advanced voting period, which are people who enrolled and voted at the same time over the past 2 weeks. We're still also yet to obviously calculate the special votes that happened today and the overseas votes. So there's hundreds of thousands of votes yet that are kind of in flux at the moment. And we're hoping that that delivers at the very least Golriz Garriman, but also Mojo Mathers and Barry Coates too.
Yes. What was the mood at St Matthew's tonight as you watched the Greens really settle at somewhere between sort of 6.2 and 5.8? What was the party's response as you sat together and watched those results?
So, I mean, I think anybody from both the inside and the outside of the campaign can see that this has been pretty tumultuous as an election campaign. Over the past few months, we've lost, I think it's 3 different party leaders from different parties. So nobody really knew what was going to happen here, and it all really was always going to come down to turnout. It was always going to be down to the wire. We fought our guts out and we left everything on the battlefield. So obviously we're stoked to be returning to Parliament, and that's something we've been hearing from our supporters kind of in the grassroots level on the ground campaign as well. Just people saying that Parliament without the Greens would be an entirely different place. We had a platform of 3 substantial policies that we were running on this campaign: ending poverty in this country, meaningful action on cleaning up our rivers, and obviously substantive action, finally, once and for all, on climate action in this country. And we're really stoked to have opened the Overton window, so other parties are finally talking about these things and kind of adopting our policies as well. But we're glad to be returning, obviously.
Yes, it's an interesting thing. You mentioned the 3. Climate change, you struggled to get some buy-in from some of the other parties, but water and poverty became the two of the very big issues of the campaign. Whilst the Greens must be grateful and delighted that they are on the agenda, grateful and delighted that they are being discussed at the leaders' debates between Jacinda Ardern and Bill English, that they are becoming issues. Do you resent the fact that you have been so much ahead of the other parties with particularly water, and now there is an appropriation of green policies, or is that a success?
I think to a certain extent, it absolutely has to be seen as a success. I mean, we have pushed the agenda on these issues for the past 30 years. Kind of the predecessors of the Green Party, and both Jeanette and Rod fought, obviously, for MMP. I don't think that we can have accountability unless we have choice. When you have 2 kind of first-past-the-post traditional parties, it looks much the same as when you have market monopolies where they can price fix and control the realm of what is possible. So we're really stoked to be in there agitating for change. You know, if we were in Silicon Valley, we would be known as the disruptors and the innovators, but for some reason, as a result of the way that New Zealand politics is framed, we're quite frequently put there as the fringe. But I think what we can say for a fact, given the way that we have led the debate on all of these issues, is that we are absolutely the leaders in this election at the very least.
Chlöe Swarbrick, congratulations on making it into Parliament, and thank you for joining us live from there.